Jakina tawa ka papengo uru nei. Au, nau, yawe. Atayo te awa, engo uru nei. Au, nau, yawe. Tāne te Wānanga, engo uru nei. Au, nau, yawe.
The rites of passage traverse through the realms of the gods. Deciphered ancient knowledge, so it never shall be lost. Wakapapa, tikanga, me te kawo te atua. I tutu ai te pue u kirungi i ta atia. Behold my culture, we journey as young men. Through discipline, my mind stay creeds phenomenon.
Take a look at this whole world through the eyes of a Māori boy and realize there's plenty to make you so annoyed. Like white lies, now we're lacking the truth, then it's jacking our youth. So I take you back to the roots.
Creation, single thought, state of mind. Put on this land as a Māori, tangata of this land. Born from the peaks of Te Moonga, Oruape who flow like the awa o Wanganui. Embrace the journeys, our ancestors of the old, showing us the way before our land got torn and sold. Energy burning, mind right, clear sight, one slipping from the earth, all about the one who lies.
Jakina tawa ka papengo uru nei. Au, nau, yawe. Atayo te awa, engo uru nei. Au, nau, yawe. Tāne te Wānanga, engo uru nei. Au, nau, yawe. Tāne te Wānanga, wakarunga wakararo te taira.
Te okinga māara ki te wakatau ki kōrero, arangiti ta upārai. Mai, I te uranga o ngai tātou. It has been ki roto ngā kaupai mātou we have done in the knowledge streams of te nā tia te peko Māori ki te rāka Māori branch has been grafted to the back of a foreign tree, which has said it on being strange fruits. Kāti, somewhat, tēnei tata ki ngā pai a kovang factor for us to return to our indigenous stock root, the parent vine.
Quite simple. That's who we are as a people. We are part of the Maunga, we are part of the Awa, and to start the boys' journeys in those two areas is the most important places to start. That's what our kōrero says. E rere kau mai, te awa nui, mai te kaui mauna, ki tangaroa koe te awa o te awa koe.
We have, I suppose, one thing that links us back to a sense of who we are, and that's from the source to the outlet, is who we are as a people. Mai te kaui maunga, ki tangaroa, from the very source of who we are, right to the outlet. The concept is that we have that one force that binds us, that one central thread that we hold to as a people for our identity.
Opportunity to take our young men on that Wānanga is to me one of the highlights because of what they learn about themselves really. They are forced into a situation where they have to listen. They're forced into situations where they have to trust, and they're forced into situations where they stop talking and start doing. I see that they are actually able to have some fun, to forget whatever raru they have left back in town, just to have the opportunity and the chance to be young men amongst men.
It's a matter of seeing it as being, recognising that common stream, that common thread from which you come from, the influences in your life. And when you get to the kopauma, the point in which you then go out to the greater world, the greater ocean, you understand that you have all that behind you.
I knew a kid once infatuated by the streets. He was born in the hood, the same block as me. Had the same upbringing, raised on the same streets. And if anything happened, he was right next to me. The type of friend you can count on that everybody needs. When it's work to be done first, they're last to leave. Knew each other for so long, turning to family. We weren't inseparable, nothing could get in between.
So we ended up staying at a place called Mangaiti, which is a little campground just below Ruapehu. But that trip is quite a special trip itself, with the camp out included, you know, kai, karakia, moi time.
Follow in your dream. With a future now, my son. All you gotta do is just believe.
Am I touching the sky and am I living? Living for a reason bigger than the season. I've got my hands in the ground digging around, and all I can do is find this one time penny.
Then the following day we made our way out by truck to the caves, the Okipata Caves, which is quite a long drive again down into the midlands of below the mountain anyway. The caves bring out a lot in the boys, like I say, with trust, and teamwork has to happen because there are areas where they have to help each other up into places where they couldn't get to by themselves.
So set ready to fly.
Bringing us back from where we've come. Yeah, we should follow all our dreams. Many mistakes that we have done, we couldn't understand and we could not see. Bring it back to where you're from. Follow in your dream. You with a future now, my son. All you gotta do is just believe.
Once we had finished the caves, we ended up back into our truck, took them to the headwaters of the Wānanga, where the river is separated from its main flow and the water comes off the mountain, gets caught into a big hole and canal away from our awa into the Waikato, which is generated for power. So we took the boys there to show them what happens and just to let them know what's happening around them and what is important to them, and they don't even know about it. But the trip in its entirety is we keep the boys tight, they learn about each other, we learn about them, and we get to do things together.
When I went away from Wānanga in mid-70s, we used to catch lots of tuna. I mean, we could go out bobbing and catch 200 a night. Big tuna, you know, 3, 4, 5 kilo tuna. Because I had a lot of knowledge handed down to me from dad and uncles. And you know, what I wanted our boys, our rangatahi to learn is that the tuna is a taonga, and the best way of catching tuna, I believe, is by bobbing with the glowworm. You don't damage the tuna. Yeah. My aim is that in 100 years' time, that our mokopunas, our great mokopunas, can go and catch tuna. And if they can do that, I believe we've done something right now. How many of our Tāne know how to grow a garden, how to grow kumara, potato? I mean, when we were growing up, we had huge gardens. If you took the towns away, you know, how many would survive? How many would know how to survive?
Oceans, journeyed nations, now I'm far from home. Existence threatened, I am stronger now, I'm not alone. I found a parallel. Voices, they are still unspoken. I've seen the parallel. Culture that remains unbroken.
I commend you guys for the time and effort you put into our Tāne. And it's awesome. I was quite excited to how they were excited when you were talking to them. Like they were reaching out. And that's probably 90% of you've got them then, haven't you? If they're reaching out and wanting stuff, we have to make ourselves available, like I do, to be able to give some of that stuff back to them.
Kia ora brothers, we're here for Tāne Te Wānanga down here at the Moana at Opunake. Bro, what are we up to today?
Che arana, we're gonna go for that Zaivarana Zay. Go down there, get some kenia and some pawano. Che, go home, if they kai arana, Zay.
It's just about the boys getting together and kicking it with each other.
With the boys, chilling, and having a good time with the boys.
Probably just the environment was like pretty different. Got up to stuff that I don't normally get up to.
Experiencing stuff that I have never done before, aka going up the river, hunting.
Probably just teach them how to hunt, hopefully. Learn a bit more before I can teach them.
I've learned how to dive, how to walk in the bush, but I have not learned how to hunt, so hopefully I can learn that and pass it on.
His highlight was probably having a jam on the gun, shooting some goat.
Laughing at Jay when he fell in the river. You know what I'm saying?
I did shout out to my boy Gloss, Brother Black, the 20s, E-Crab, B Random,
Oh,
Holla
yeah, I'd
Homie.
like to put a shout out to my boys Mesa, Black, E-Crab, Bung, the JJs, Ren, and all the other boys that's flanged it out with us. Cheers.
Well, hopefully today I'll show you those that don't know, and those that think they know, and how to put one of these together. And all he does, feed it through the inside there, then he'll just twist it around there like that. 6, 7, 8, whatever, how many times. And then he'll thread this through the back. Then he just pulls, and there's your hook. That's it. Already on. For bait wise, I swear by glow rings. If you ever buy a creek, like rubber, always dig in the ground, because your baits will always be around you. Glow rings are the #1 feed for any fish in our rivers. But that's what I mean, the rewards of fishing is you feed your people.
I gotta say it now. Imagine if your life was floating like a dark cloud. Imagine if you didn't have your family by your side, the ones that would kiss, touch, hug, and support you too. Imagine if they didn't hold you, what would you do? Imagine if they didn't love you, how would you feel? Imagine if they didn't even wanna know you. Imagine from the time you were born and they left you. Imagine if your life ends like that. Imagine if you didn't wanna come back. Imagine if we had a life like that, from the time that we started to the end of the track.
The marae at Holim Pickles, we've been going back there for the last 10 years, every Christmas. Had some good experiences there, heaps of diving. There's a lot of things there for our kids and for the whānau.
My poetry and motion is slave to the system. The opportunity arises straight out the streets. Imagine if your goals and designs were put out like dry brush fire. Snap, crackle, pop, incomplete. Imagine if the river city dried to the bone. Imagine if you didn't have no home to go. All alone, the Lone Ranger. Ride it, be a back to the track. So ride a red back. Calculate, don't make mistakes. It's a prophecy laid down for the cause. Imagine if the great line of Judah had no cross. We move forward, hand in hand. Across Maori land, my tire I and my people make a stand.
It was actually a good weekend actually. The involvement that they all had, the skills that Arnold put across to us. The boys were up there for a leadership role. I saw that in a couple of our boys. and one of them being my nephew Marty. To me, I've known him all of his life. When he was in that environment, his would just totally changed for the good for him. As me being an uncle and seeing what he had achieved over that weekend. He wasn't just sitting around, he was asking, oh, what else can I do? It was good that we had Arnold up there as well, because he actually put a lot of things across to the boys.
Tika tonu atu ki a koe e tama Hiki nei koe aku a karo pakea E hiki a hato hiki E hiki roto hiki ia
O ko puku i ke te maunga, o ko nganui te awa, ko Ngāti Au, te apu, ko te ati au nui a paparangi te iwi. No reira, ko te marae, i takoto mai rā i roto te awa o nganui, ko Poti Arero, ko te ingoa tuarua, ko Iru Arama. No reira, no ana mātou ki reira, i te kaina nei. We are all part of it, and I'll talk about the Moriko block, the Moanga Poro, Tawhiti Nui, Ohautahi, all those blocks are around the marae of Jerusalem. So those are the main hunting areas of my people, my rānō, my rānō.
Anai, e kau mai te wangui, te kārui maunga, a kua te awa ko te awa kau he. Tere mai nei te mai tuku ki o ngā mātu. O koe anō ki taku wai tui arua. Wanganui e re mai nei.
When you bought those tamariki up there was my nephew Josiah and Joe, my son Joe, who have been hunting there from when they were small. I suppose you could say they've been given a time to actually carry and hold. And so traditionally they hunt mainly deer and pork, pig, and also fish and awa. I think it's a reconnection back to the whenua. In this world, it's so used to going to a shop to buy something, you know, and it's all about money. It's all about having that to trade. But this is different. Those boys can go and get an animal and process it and then eat it. There's no cost involved. The only cost is walking there to get it and walking back.
Make atu I te murere kia ki a ke nei te rupapara kia ki a ke nei te rupapara.
I hope that those boys that you brought up, those tamariki that you brought up there, has put a seed in them that they may grow from it. You know, I hope that's the answer, but I think it's more a connection with the land, more about using the whenua as a resource for our people, for those tamariki to learn from.
Ko te hūpapara e re re nei Ko te hūpapara e re re nei
Takiri ko te ata kiru ngā orua peu I ana mai ata manuri
most honest person you can. Be the best person towards your family and friends as you can. Do for others when they're in need.
And to be able to provide to provide for your family. I mean, I think being healthy, having a job.
I think it's more around the role model that they learn from to be a man. And if you haven't got that first understanding of who we are as a man in your role, then there's a breakdown of the man's role within the whānau, within his family boundaries, you know. It's again connecting with the whenua. Our old people had a real understanding of the whenua. Our kuia, our old people, and how they nurtured it and how they really respected it and actually lived of it. There's a real big understanding which is being missed in this world that we live in now. There's a disconnection of it away.
Truly appreciated, gifted from the soul. Stories from the river about the days of old. And all we want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And all we want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you wanna give me your
Yeah, baby!
Just wanna say thank you for the gifts you gave, the path you laid, so we can take it through to the next generation. First in my culture, second in my nation. We're sending our shout-outs out to the ones inspirational, motivational, doing what they got to do.
Truly appreciated, gifted from the soul. Stories from the river about the days of old. You know we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You know we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Kotorapina, Iwae o Tianga ko papa.
ideal man to me would be like someone who's there for everyone, someone who has respect for everything and everyone's other stuff in there, who's someone to look up to, and yes, basically someone who just is really there for you and just is there all the time and you can always depend on them.
Someone with respect and loyalty and someone to look up to or something like that.
Welcome to Tāne FM on 87.1234567. We have a caller on the line. Who's this?
Oh, kia ora, yeah. This is Wānanga. How's it going? I'd just like to make a kia ora shout out to my cousins. Jeffrey, Tāne, all the boys from over that side. Also Fitzy, Franklin, Cheese, Fish, my cousin Crystal, Anna, Leanne, PJ, DJ, RJ, and Tama, and also, just like to make a big shout out to Clary J.
Whoa. We've only got a limited time here, young Wilbur. Hey, would you like to request a song?
Oh, yeah? Ke te perungi o te waita, Million Dreams.
Ka pai, Million Dreams, eh? Well, what's your favourite station?